Order. Roll call members, please. Here. Present.
He got mine right.
He got mine right, so that's.
Approval of minutes from March 27th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
And I will second them.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public Works Report Alliance.
So I talked to Steve today, guess what they're doing?
Mowing.
No,
That's it.
that's a surprise.
Yeah, that's all they've had time to really get into
Sure.
at this point. Trying to catch up. Beginning of the month, it's at least 7 days. Gotta keep cutting and going back pretty quickly.
Does he have any help yet?
I mean, they've hired some new people for Alliance. They can't find any part-timers. That's been one of the issues. But it's also because Alliance doesn't hire anybody. I'm trying to find somebody that wants to just work part-time, summer or seasonal type.
Yeah.
They're not able to find anybody.
Do they need anybody?
Yeah.
Do they advertise?
No.
Well, there's your problem.
But I mean, that's our responsibility.
Right.
Make sure they get it all.
I know.
It's gotta get cut. But I think what they look for is people that are recommended from those that work there. They're not trying to just go out generally, they're trying to get references.
So if you know somebody that knows how to mow and how to do that stuff, you could recommend them, or could they go and get an application, or?
I have them get in contact with Steve Wilson at Alliance. Yeah. Or have them email me and I can pass it on to Steve and then he can follow up.
We're getting hit with a lot of 15-year-olds. Refreshing to know
Really?
that age group.
Wanting to do something.
Yeah. Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Go, that it on the report? Old business, master plan committee reports, fundraising committee,
We're working on it. We gotta have
trail
another meeting.
committee.
The committee has submitted a contract, proposed contract from Cochran, who's going to do the drawings. We have not received the notice to proceed yet from the Department of Conservation, so, or Department of Parks, State Department of Parks. So as soon as they give us the notice to proceed, then we can send that contract to the board can approve, and then we can go with it.
Forward slowly then.
Playground committee,
Nothing as of yet.
bathroom committee,
So bathrooms, we talked about the concrete.
this like
This is the
for everybody, one for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So we have a couple of issues that we bumped into when we got the packet from court, from CTF. on this.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
The issue is the problem is where they're situated and how we get the truck and the crane in. That's one of the issues that we ended up facing. So we're gonna have to work on that logistically to see how we will manage to pull an 18-wheeler with, just a trailer, but it's an 18-wheeler with the unit on it, or at least a low boy, and then have a crane where it can sit on flat ground and crane it to the spot. We bumped into trees, power lines, uneven terrain. I mean, where they're situated now is very poor for this type of operation. So we've looked at Dave Pinkley Park, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's so flat, it's like,
Isn't that the truth?
yeah,
Could we put one there?
you can.
I mean, 'cause that's what, people are coming up to me saying, I
Yeah.
wish.
I hear
wish,
it
I
at
wish.
least once a week.
Is that floodplain?
I don't have it in front of me, I don't know if
If
it,
it is.
Close.
what portion is,
Right, would we be able to put one of these there if it's floodplain?
as long as it's flood-proofed.
Flow through.
Flow through, yeah.
What would have to happen for that to happen at Pinkley Park?
I mean, you all are gonna have to approve, you have to approve the purchase. So we have the
Right.
ARPA funds, we were going to do it for, and we still want to do it for Pierre Marquette. It was just both of those bathrooms.
Now, is the price of delivery, is it included in all that, or is that a whole nother thing? And is it, then they're just gonna put both at one location, or what if we split it up and figure it out, is it
We
gonna be
already
the
figured
same
out where we're
price?
putting the bathrooms.
It would depend on, we haven't gotten that far in the process yet. As far as I know, that's, the delivery price is included.
Okay.
Now, what would, never mind, you still have to get the crane up there. Forget it.
Right.
I was gonna say, putting it on a smaller trailer than taking it on up to the park.
Right. The issue is that, you know, you've got a 100-foot crane.
No, right.
Depends on how big the crane needs to be to get it from this point to this point.
Right,
What they've
right.
requested is not the way the terrain lays out easily up there. So we may have to look at trying to move it as well, push it up the hill towards the pavilion, get it closer.
Where they could get a hold of it and.
And maybe
Set
move
it
the
Put it where the swing
playground.
set's at.
Yeah, just switch that around,
Yeah.
like bring that down to that.
Yeah, so
You-
your playground may move down and your bathrooms just move
Yeah.
up, and that may be the way you go, you just feed it
Of
down.
course, that's
to
all
the
gonna be
existing-
pending on the trail.
The trail.
Well, the trail feeds into the parking lot. So then you're just
But I
gonna have
mean,
to
as
feed
far
it.
as when it's going off that hill, how much you gonna have to be?
Well, if we put it up behind the pavilion, then we're gonna have to put a.
Not as far as playground goes.
Oh, playground, yeah, well,
Oh.
that's, yeah. But then you'll have, as long as you have that trail in, then you can decide what your elevation is and then how much you want to dig into the hillside. and make that work. So the question I bring before you tonight, or questions, is what color are you thinking of for the bathrooms
Earth tone,
or restrooms?
am I correct? We want the wrong, say with earth tones, correct? Greens, browns.
Printing this off does not do the justice that it does on TV, but this isn't even probably as good as what you would get. Which are-
Wow.
Here's all of your texture colors that you can order. So it depends on if you're gonna go for something, you know, earth tone, grayish, sand beige, something like that. Those seem to be more popular colors now than what used to be hunter green, everybody wanted to do that, or reds.
So what is it, a base color and a trim
I know,
color?
you think about where it is, it's on a nice.
I mean, that's
curves
what
are
that kinda looks like on
green.
that.
And-
I
Yeah, so
think
your doors are
the
one
brown
color,
would be-
and then your,
And the roof, is the roof a different color, or is it just the,
The fascia board is the dark.
that's what I was looking at too, that's what it looked like.
right.
Even the
What are
natural
the-
honey
what
is
are the
like a
roofs
mix
on
between.
these?
Here it says
brown and
barnwood
green.
walls with
Yeah.
a cedar shake roof and optional drinking fountain.
Yeah, so that's what that model that's in the picture. So then you can add, this is extra though, you can add like half a,
Yeah, stone.
yeah, half a stone, half a wall. And these are the concrete types of siding that they do that mimic,
There you go, Mark.
I like the barnwood. I
So that,
think that kind of sticks with our theme.
so you have barnwood.
Being natural and then the historical aspect of it too.
There's some shiplap, for those that like shiplap.
oh my God.
What is the bottom second one, the distressed wood, don't look too bad?
Now, so what material is that, like that distressed wood, is that actual wood?
No, this is all concrete.
It is all,
Fine.
oh, okay, okay.
Fibers.
I was just making sure.
I like the,
I vote against barnwood.
Of course,
I mean, we're not, I don't think barnwood is our,
Okay.
it's rustic.
yeah, that would be all right, like if it was over by the old homes and stuff. This is a park and we have to think ahead. I think too,
Oh.
with playgrounds coming in,
Do you have
family.
anything in stainless steel?
That would be, oh, yeah, no. So you have, currently you have brick.
Mm.
Right.
No,
So
there's,
that's what you would go back with, that's what it would look like. Cedar shake, so there's your rib metal. I mean, you can make it look like rib metal for the
really,
roof,
your pleasure.
or even for the sides. No, not the roof, I'm sorry. Cedar shakes or rib metal for the roof. You can have the block, stone, brick, stacked rock. But these are stamps, is what they are, and then they
Right.
color them.
I got you.
All right, think of Pinkley Park.
I'm not thinking of Pinkley Park, I'm thinking of Pierre Marquette Park.
Well, I don't know when, I think Pinkley Park's bathroom's coming first, because they have to figure out the logistics to get that crane and everything up in the regular park, right?
So when we get further into it, we'll know what we're dealing with in the way of shipping. But I would like to order two at the same time, because that's
Right.
what I have budgeted. So first off, I'm just kind of giving you an idea. First thing is what color? Think of a color and then think of a trim color.
The two bathrooms don't have to look identical, correct? We can pick whatever we want.
Yeah, they can be different.
Yep.
I mean,
These are the ones that Ashley showed you last month.
right.
But when I tried printing it off and then copying it,
Way too many options.
Do we want to
That's-
go greens
That's what I'm
or
looking at, there's way
browns?
too many colors.
Let's like
I,
narrow it
I
down.
would say earth tone, I would stay away from like greens and,
What about that natural honey,
Which
right
one's
there?
that?
That's like a mix between.
that looks like yellowish green.
As
Brown
the
and
walls
green.
or as the
I
trim?
like the western wheat.
I like western wheat, it's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
See, that's the one that I was gonna say, but I didn't say anything about it because I thought, oh, nobody would like that one.
or is it too dark?
I mean,
It's
it's,
lighter
think
than,
about-
I think it's lighter, and then you have your doors like the mocha caramel or something. And your, like fascia board,
you know, like this.
right.
I wonder what barnwood
Now, mind
walls
you,
with
I'm
cedar
slightly
shaped
colorblind in one
roof
eye,
option.
so,
What's that eye then?
I was just curious, I
don't-
wonder what color this is actually on this,
yeah, because I really like the way that looks.
The one that they,
The one
the
that's-
picture?
If that's that Pueblo gold, that's pretty ugly.
are the golden beige.
That might be the golden beige.
I would
actually.
just keep in mind too,
I
like,
like it.
if we do the family pavilion and the business pavilion, it's all gonna be the same.
Same color.
We wanna keep,
Yeah.
so this is gonna go.
Are the same
throughout.
hue, not
the
that,
park.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to have it the same color, but we could have it, you know,
Well, like,
in that color
Mr. Carroll
range.
recommended that you
Well,
keep it all the
You keep-
same.
Right, like if
Well-
you're gonna have this bathroom up by, say, what was it, the family pavilion, whatever they called it, you're gonna want that the same color as that building up there.
Well, yeah, but I
And
mean,
then,
but if you're gonna put a bathroom up,
oh, you mean one bathroom here, one bathroom here?
yeah, it
I
could be
would-
the same
simplicity-
color or the same.
For simplicity
same-
purposes, I would just keep them both the same.
Do we need to consider lighter color as the sun beams down on it over the summer? It's gonna be hot in there. Just thinking out loud.
Doesn't matter what it is,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be,
be hot.
it's gonna be hot no matter what,
I
yeah.
mean, we don't have any, won't be any, there'll be airflow, but there won't be any.
What color did you
Everything.
guys, what were you
That
talking
go
about?
down to
I like,
the,
I like
Western
this,
wheat.
but I wonder,
because that's actually, it looks lighter
lighter
than,
than this, but I can't, like I said, I can't tell.
Can you click on those?
Why
we do
would
anything
walls
if
would
we
cedar
click on
shaped
it?
roof
No.
optional right now? Oh, well, okay.
you can't make them any bigger.
And they have a disclaimer that these are approximates, can
Right.
change as well anyway, so what you can see on here can be.
I can see.
approximate.
No, you're fine.
What do you think about those colors that are on that?
I think there might be a little too dark.
Okay.
That's why I think that western wheat
Would be
might be a
better.
little bit lighter than that.
That's what I think, and then do that like
This,
mocha caramel.
this
and-
looks more woodsy, like at the state park, like we're doing a city park with a lot of green and grasses and stuff
And
like that.
that wheat looks like it's got just a hint of a green
I
tone
agree.
to it.
It's like a nice
Is that what color you
compromise.
ladies would like to have then?
The western wheat looks nice.
Okay, good, if you have it.
So what I may do is ask them for a sample of that,
Yeah,
and
Then,
then maybe a contrasting color for trim and doors.
Right.
yes, which would
and you
be,
think the mocha caramel?
No, I'm gonna ask them and see if they can recommend something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then that way we
Perfect.
can, you know, they can go, oh, this is what we've done in the past that would work.
Okay.
And then you can see, because I don't know if the mocha's dark enough.
Well, I know that's,
I think your contrast may not be enough between those two colors.
oh,
Well, I
I
would
I see what you're
also-
saying, yeah.
like,
It
you
would be
know,
a subtle change is what it would be,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah.
and for wear and tear on doors, handprints, feet, kicking, I would imagine you would want it to be very dark, opposed to a light
Maybe I
door.
can Google bathrooms with western wheat.
Not coming up, nothing.
Not coming up with anything.
Darn Google.
Now, what siding?
You know, everybody names their colors the same. Oh,
I would think for like dust and stuff like that, the smoother, the better. If you get too
No,
much
I agree.
stuff,
I
grass,
agree.
weed eating, throwing up there, it gets stuck on it, so
Mm-hmm.
smoother the better, perhaps?
So are you
On the
thinking?
exterior, is that what you're?
Yes.
Yeah, because, I mean, the pictures don't really say
Well,
how much
that-
depth is on that
Right.
texture.
And if you look at like that horizontal,
Yes.
distressed wood one,
Yes.
Oh,
it's,
down here?
yeah, that kind of has different colors, so if you're getting dust and dirt, you're not gonna notice it as if you have, like, say the barnwood or something like that where it's a solid
Something.
color.
Yeah.
Can you go down a little bit more? The brick just
Let's
looks
bring
like,
the Napa Valley to.
it's like complimentary wine. I know, the
Yeah.
brick, so I'm thinking,
The
school,
stone
jail,
wouldn't,
detention.
stone wouldn't look bad, like the stacked rock, that's kind of a nice looking.
I bet that's pricey. You said this is
Oh,
extra?
you said that's all
I think
extra?
these are the standard
Oh,
siding.
That'd be a grass catcher though.
yeah, most definitely. And bugs.
I mean,
and
any of
spiders.
that's, any of that being, the material it's being made of, it's gonna, grass is gonna hang on it. Because you're gonna get
Except the
spider
board
webs and
and
You would
stuff,
almost have to power wash at the beginning of every spring
or
to start.
at
the
least
year.
hose it down,
Yeah,
whatever,
when you
yeah.
close it down.
But that's,
Ever have to do anything with the existing ones with the brick?
no. I mean-
Well, we spray the overhangs off some or
Yeah.
the fascia.
Yeah. So it's probably end up being about
That
the same.
spit-faced block looks
I do like the stacked rock, that is pretty nice.
The stack rock?
So
Yeah.
once
That one.
these, Happy,
mean,
once
that
these are in place,
sets a
will
theme
they
for
be
sure.
open and closed, kind of like Valley Springs Park?
Yeah, just what we do now, in wintertime, we lock them
I
up,
don't like this
and
spit-faced
open them,
rock.
close them in
I don't
November,
like
open them
this
in
split-
April.
face
Yeah.
rock.
I know, I
No.
Reminds me
was
of
gonna say
coral quartz.
spit.
Anything about coral quartz.
I just on my honeymoon there.
Oh, God.
We'd skip school and go hang out. But
I
anyway,
just don't
So
like
what-
that design.
it's stacked rock, I wonder if it's smooth, because you gotta think
Well, no,
about,
it's, none of this is gonna be smooth.
because people injury, knocked up on it, run on it, hurt themselves. You just, these are things you have to think of, it's a park, there's kids running around, there's activity.
They're gonna-
Here's your
they're
sign,
not-
not responsible.
It's
Yeah.
a,
But no
play
matter
at
what,
your
if
own
it's
risk.
concrete, it's all
It's
gonna have.
concrete's concrete. If they're
Yeah.
gonna hit it, they're gonna hit it. I
You
mean,
can have a stucco look too.
That's kind of
it's
California.
gonna, it's,
No.
I don't
It
like
just
that.
looks like a knockdown on a wall.
Yeah,
No.
gonna look like these walls right here.
I like the stack rock.
Okay, I think it fits with the theme like you were talking before. I think it looked nice.
Stack rock look nice.
So
Looks
that
nice.
stack rock is the facing of the color that we choose on that color, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Or that's
don't
an
know how.
accent on something.
So I'd have to get some information on that, but it would probably be with the western wheat, there would be, again, some contrast color that would go with that.
Does not say how that could stay true to being western wheat then. There's gotta be something
Oh, I don't know.
going on here between the two.
I mean, even with the distressed wood, you got,
You have different
Different
Yeah, you
tones
have
in
little
there.
variations in there.
It could just be staining, the way they stain it.
yeah. That's probably the same. way
Happy,
with
can we
stack rock.
ask for both samples so we can see it up close? I mean, is that
Well, I
possible?
don't know, I don't know if they'll send us a sample of a rock,
Right.
so I don't know if that would work. I'm hoping just, it would be a paint sample slash, same thing you get in a paint store.
Now, do you think this is something we can find like a Do It Center or Ace or one of those places?
No, this is done, this is how they form the
They
outside.
stamp the wall, it's like
Yeah.
stamped concrete.
I'm just saying for a visual, so we
Oh, I
can
know.
bring a sample for next meeting, kind of
Well, maybe-
like, get an idea.
Maybe they,
I bet we
This is
could
it,
go
kids.
here. if you- This over here on the right on this page says standard features. Standard drawing, or is that barnwood textured walls, cedar shake textured roof? Is that just being thrown
So-
out there?
Those are that's the standards, and then you can do something a little nicer if you want to.
That's what I'm saying,
so
so this is
is
pricey.
this stacked rock, is this gonna cost more than,
That's
the
what
standard
I
barnwood?
asked.
oh, it is, okay. When you said it was standard, I thought that was in the price that you had gotten quoted. No, it's
Yeah, I
okay.
probably didn't say that. So it would be just this as standard. I have to look at the price sheet again.
How much, I mean, what would be the cost difference to, how we're gonna make them work?
It kind of look like an outhouse.
What,
The
barnwood?
sta- the
See, I
barnwood.
like that look.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just me personally.
But I just don't think it fits the city park.
It
I
fits
think
St.
it-
Genevieve though, in general.
But Yeah, I get
Well,
that.
That's what I was getting at. It fits St.
the
Genevieve.
distressed would fit too,
Distressed wood, I'd say, would fit better than the barnwood.
yeah.
Me personally, I think. But the stacked rock would be, that would be,
Because that's really, there was, rock houses,
Yeah.
and there's,
right. I think that would be.
I'm just happy to have a bathroom. Don't
Yeah.
care.
I mean, it's really just gonna depend on how much extra it's gonna cost.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if it's some,
So in keeping that in mind,
Right.
when we go to the phase 3 or whatever of that pavilion, now we can't go completely opposite and put a modern place up
Frontage.
there when we got this fitting into St. Genevieve bathrooms.
that, you could do wood. It would work perfectly with the stone,
For what?
whatever you're talking about.
The pavilion?
Which is going to be up where the pool used to be.
Which is,
correct?
right.
You could have the little stone, you could have the stone, another stone bathroom up there, and you could have a wood, the building could be wood. It would just.
Or if you did it at like that corporate pavilion with the,
That's what I was trying to
that's
think
what
of.
with the
you're talking about.
bathrooms and the concession
Yes.
thing in the middle, you could do it like the split block and paint it the same color, I think, as these other bathrooms,
No,
like
we're not
that.
doing a split block.
Whatever.
Ugly.
So split face block is $4,000, struck trowel is $4,000, and the stone is $5,000. So you're $1,000 increase.
Okay.
So the stacked rock is 5,000 as opposed to the
Barnwood.
As opposed to-
barnwood,
yeah.
another $1,000.
Mhm.
So it's just $1,000 more?
It's
Yeah.
just,
Just $1,000.
Just,
just,
that's not bad.
Oh,
I mean,
that's not
in the scheme of that,
No.
it's-
I mean, not when you, visually, I think it's much
how
more.
much is the distressed wood?
Probably 4.
There is no listing for that. So distressed is probably either the struck trowel, because they're working the texture. So that's the $4,000.
seems to me like everything's 4,000 until you start getting into the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's up another 1,000.
well,
Or anything with a unique design could be the extra $1,000.
Right.
oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you can get
Because
samples.
that mold is a little
I
bit.
don't know.
You want
I'm
something
gonna
a little
ask.
nicer, you gotta pay for it.
Can you get what?
Samples.
Looks in like the picture, it's pretty nice.
So the base,
Yeah.
base price is $54,105, and that's the barnwood texture, simulated cedar shake, textured roof, vitreous china fixtures, so that is what's in front of you.
So
I
if
think
we
we
went-
budgeted 60-some thousand each, because we're gonna have plumbing and concrete that we have to do in-house.
So if we went with the rock, the stacked rock, it'd be $1,000 more.
Yeah.
Now, me, I don't retain things very well, but so if we could get one, how fast could these toilets, say everything was all right up at Main Street, up at City Park. Say everything was level and it was ready to go. What are we looking at on time?
No idea. We're trying to get us through the paints and the paint colors and
Right,
the
okay,
textures, so I have not asked any more than just to get pricing.
I'm wanting to say, all right, so I'll say that, I'm thinking the stacked rock hair color that you're looking at, I bet that's the color that the stacked rock comes.
And it's just set. and that's
I
it.
think this is, if you say stacked rock, I don't think you can get it in
I
a
know.
green color.
No,
or
I think that's it.
that is
I
the
agree.
stack-
and I
that is
think it matches kind of that natural honey.
Yes, I like that, though. A lot.
With,
Top color options, basalt, basalt, mountain blend, natural gray, and romana.
there you go. It's a whole other world of color choices.
Yeah, I don't, it's not on.
And it doesn't tell you which one that is.
We get that one as is.
Well,
And that's
I mean,
not a bad color.
I like that, I like that
Yes.
color.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of
Because
different
it's your
options.
browns and your.
Yeah.
And green,
That's a
you-
good color
You
right
could go
there.
green or brown with that easily, like
Yes.
for trim out or
Right.
whatever.
And
and other-
it's gonna have the shake shingle roof look to it.
Well, and other things
And-
perhaps
Right,
throughout
right,
the
around
park.
it, right. Yeah, you could do anything.
For an extra 1,000, I would say that's the way to go.
Yeah, Is the concrete dyed on that, or the cement? Is that how it's colored?
Well, it is, okay.
When they pour it in the mold?
So,
It'll be dyed,
okay.
okay.
Just some texture work.
Kathy?
Then we have
do
the roof.
this. Let's see, can you ask them what that one is? I mean, like that picture, that stacked rock, does everybody like that color?
I like it.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think that
yeah.
color's
Okay.
awesome. And it's not that much different than the wheat that
No,
we
it's
get
not.
for the
You guys-
color.
Right. So why don't you see if whatever that is, and we just kind of go with that?
And we
Just make
need
it
a
simple.
roof to match, or a roof.
And the, well, yeah, the roof.
Or you were gonna see what their,
Yeah.
suggestions for contrasting colors were?
Yeah,
Okay.
I still think we should go dark.
so then, you know, either you go cedar shake or you go to rib metal.
So let's do shade
And
or
the
shade.
metal is actually, I didn't realize that, but I believe it is actually metal.
Yeah,
Not
so
just-
that
Oh,
looks
is it?
pretty
Not
much
just
like it
one.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the material of the cedar shake then?
Concrete.
Oh, that's okay.
No, and
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to
We'll just say
replace
that.
it.
I think the rib metal may be on a concrete roof anyway, it's just covered.
Just looks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's a heavy building.
Hmm?
That's a heavy building.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're very.
Lightweight
Tornado
concrete.
shelter.
They're
Say we
yeah,
double
they
Lightweight
probably are
concrete?
tornado
Yeah.
shelters that too.
Lightweight concrete? For real?
Yeah, it is.
You know, you see those people carrying the wide loads and they fit those things into the weirdest
They're
place. Like
experts
my,
at this.
they can't fit a bathroom up in North City Park.
Well, I'll go there and look, I drive the big truck at work, I'll look at it.
I was just with somebody who said, who was
Have
that?
you ever seen them build those
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Gary.
office
But
buildings?
you got the power
And they have
lines.
a 12 by 12
That's nothing.
concrete
You know what?
slab.
You get the crane in that parking lot, the truck can be out on
Has the windows and everything in, and it just
JC
goes
Drive.
up. They're the
Broadcast
most
jam drive.
beautiful,
Right.
Or there,
efficient
and pick it up,
buildings
swing
that
it.
are cold.
There's a line that's
There's
going
no
across there.
insulation. The windows
Our
suck.
line, we can drop
Oh,
that.
that's exactly what I
That's
said, we
what I-
can drop the power lines.
So when you drop that, then you turn off the AT&T tower.
Oh, my.
So, have you been around
They
the
could be
spectrum
like
lately?
charter. I know.
They
Keep up with
go all the way
spectrum.
over that pole.
My life was hell Saturday.
Every freaking,
Right,
every
I'm
week.
talking
Oh,
drop
last
the
week
wire
I
from the
couldn't do
pavilion to the pole.
Run a
Every
restaurant.
day,
I'm
every
running a
day it goes
restaurant.
off for an hour, 2, 4.
It does it.
Right, but if
Yeah.
he's over here
Oh, it's
So I got
horrible.
and
AT&T.
sitting in the parking lot, and they pull up on
When I went with
JC
Spectrum,
Drive,
it was better.
he picked up.
Fortunately, we have backup
Yeah.
dial next door of yours, so we
And
were
then
able
just
to
drop
still
that
take
one line
calls
going
and still run
across
our
to the
credit
pavilion.
cards over there.
Just have them send a message out to everybody that they're gonna be down for a bit.
I mean,
AT&T?
the battery or the generator turns on,
Oh,
but still.
But they'll still have power over there. The only thing that would kill power to is the pavilion.
What Gary's talking
Oh.
about.
That
is
service
killing
line.
That service
yeah,
instead of
right.
that
Yeah.
overhead.
Yeah, public citizens come up, well, either to us, I don't know who do that, but
Then also maybe how we get over the roof of the,
What's the name of this place?
very carefully.
100-foot crane, he ought to be able to.
Happy, looking at the floor plan, standard floor plan, it is showing that both bathrooms will be absolutely identical. Does this mean we are gonna have a male and a female, or is it gonna both be unisex? So where you can
unisex.
use either or?
we can label them however you want.
I would do both unisex, who cares?
If they're gonna be identical.
If they're gonna be identical.
That's why I'm asking, because it doesn't have a urinal, it doesn't have
Right.
anything. Looking at the picture, it looks identical to each other, so if that's the case,
What is,
I would say, just my thought would be unisex, just because if you ever have a function, it seems like the ladies need to use the restroom
Yeah, I
way
mean,
more than the guys
Johnny
do.
on the spot's unisex,
Yeah,
yeah,
not, you know.
Yeah,
didn't, so maybe I'm wrong, did they come with the urinals in them or no? The ones we
I know,
looked
I
at?
thought we looked at something.
I thought we did
That was the
too.
ones for the two, or, yeah.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't remember. mean,
I guess we can decide that when we,
well, I mean, can they put urinals in? I mean, it's not shown, but
Wouldn't that be kind of like an easier upkeep?
What?
well, it's not gonna change the fact that you can only use the bathroom one person at a time.
Right, you're still
Yeah,
gonna,
it
yeah,
doesn't
you're still gonna
matter.
only have one person there. In each
But-
one.
So we don't have urinal as an added cost
I
option.
know,
so
you're
would
gonna
say-
complain about us men are
peeing on the seat. There you go. I said it.
Yeah, just for cleanliness and upkeep, but
You know, one of
There
the
are
worst
plenty
things
of
about
trees.
these is how smelly
Yep.
they get on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And the heat of the day would only enhance the smell of those.
I have
But
strong
then
stomach.
the toilet looks so much better here than
if they flush
in the
them.
picture than what you
Not a
see
bad
in a
visual.
lot of the places.
You're losing
Yeah,
me.
where it's set up.
Yeah.
Steps back. Yeah,
We do a lot of hiking, a lot of parks,
right.
where the bathrooms are just, you can smell them
Oh,
From
yeah.
a mile
from
away.
a mile away. It's like,
It's-
please.
And it's a public bathroom, I mean, you have to expect that, I'm sorry.
You press the button, and water turns on and washes
They
everything
had-
down
they
right
had
after.
those in,
you-
Was it Germany or Italy, I can't remember.
Yeah.
You go in, no, maybe it was, Canada. You go in,
Anything else?
push
Look
button,
to see if there's anything else we need
door
to do.
opens, you
They
go
were
in,
doing
it's all stainless steel
ADA.
inside, like a great floor. You do your
You
thing.
want to do a water fountain on the
Go in, it
outside.
closes, and the next person has to wait
Across.
a few minutes. The whole thing's sanitized with the hose.
price difference is on.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
My aunt lives in Austria, she was telling me about it.
Ready to move on?
Oh, yeah.
That's the way
I
to
think
go.
so.
I'm sure they
I
have
just,
them.
I just had one other question. Did we not say something, do they, and it says the optional fountains?
Yeah, the drinking fountain on
Wait,
the
okay.
outside. Yeah, so that's one of your extra costs, it's already.
Okay, I
figured
just,
into-
right, okay, I thought we had, I just double checking myself.
Correct.
So,
Sounds like a plan.
so
We-
can one go to Pinkley Park?
We'll see.
Oh, that's
They're trying to see how they're gonna do all
There you
that.
go.
Look at the interactive part.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just,
What am I missing?
You gotta move around.
need some popcorn?
Okay, there's a window up there,
Oh,
okay.
look at that, oh my gosh.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Can you go
Drinking
inside?
Fountain.
I don't know if I can go inside or not.
Usually there's like circles, that you hit a circle, it zooms you into a place.
Yeah, it's not zooming in.
Ooh. Oh, buddy.
Highlights, that's kind of neat.
Nice.
So we're not adding those.
That's what it's-
Oh, it's not, okay.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, inside that bathroom, there's a circle in the middle, Happy, hit that circle inside. That should take you, if you turn the building slightly over. There it is,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's how you look at houses from now on,
Right,
is you
yeah.
go through room by room.
No, did it come standard with the window, the side windows on the outside?
Nope.
It doesn't, oh.
It's a block.
And it is handicap accessible, which is awesome.
Okay.
I did something.
Yeah, you
Well,
should-
you
you should
ran
be
into
able-
the door.
Oh,
You shut the door.
wow.
Holy
Oh.
cow.
Yeah, close to you, that good.
Look at that.
That's a good view.
It is.
Thank
Right,
you.
I just kind of clicked on that and forgot that I looked at that. So that, I mean, they're pretty simple,
Yeah.
but they're handicap accessible and easy to maintain.
Yep, that's, meets our basic goals.
And that flat wall would be rock.
And it's got a drain in the middle so you can go in there and
Hose her
hose
down.
out.
That's nice, it's real nice. Never mind, I won't even say it.
No, that's pretty fancy.
It's exciting, it's something new. Okay, but, again, can one go to Pinkley Park?
Back to him. We're gonna figure out,
Can one go to Pinkley Park?
We have to look and make sure we can get the right elevation for drainage, for the sewer. I don't know what's over there,
Well, yeah, you can put that building there how you want it.
handicap accessibility, so
Fill
we
it.
gotta make sure that we
You can
have.
build around it. I mean, down there, there's nothing really set on anything.
Right. I'm not sure where sewer runs, or, I know water's close by, but
So's the sewer. Or when there was a house.
I was gonna say there was a house there.
that's probably where we'll tap into, yeah.
There you go.
And the house was just ahead of where the parking lot is now, it was right close to the road.
So your preference then is to put one in Pinkland and put one up at Pier Marquette?
I think so.
I think so.
Pinkley Parks get used a lot, and I sent mine down to the creek to do.
Do we need to vote on that, or just say?
I would say yes, I would, or,
I would like to make
well, we
a,
need to wait until we get everything finalized.
Okay.
all right, I would like to just stay where I'm at.
You almost made a motion.
Table that motion.
We'll table that. Okay. All right, because as it was, weren't we doing one where weren't we just gonna put them both where the other ones are already?
Roughly in that.
Which is
Depending
just on
upon
that
where we
side of
can
the
put
park, which makes no
the crane and all
sense.
that. We might have to move the one that's over by the soccer field up a little higher to make it to where we can use the crane and set it, but it would still be in that area. And then the other one would be up the big pavilion.
And that gravity flows there, that pavilion, the other one pumps.
Cool.
Okay. That's so exciting. Thank you, Happy. Thank you so much.
I actually showed that to you.
I'm gonna pass them down that sign.
Keep bringing it back.
This is a list that I made up of all the stuff that I could remember talking about
There you go.
that's still out there. I think there should have been enough go down there. Oh, okay.
More than that.
I got plenty. If anybody can think of any more that needs to be added to that.
Can we get another, dog waste station for Main Street Park?
We voted not to put one there. Do we need one there?
Well, have you noticed how many dogs are coming with people now and they're sitting in that park? I'm worried.
I'll get a sign. I thought we had a sign that said something.
That's what, I just went down there before the meeting, there's.
No, I know there's not.
There's
And I
nothing.
thought originally we were gonna put a sign down there. Because we said if we put the sign there, it's gonna, the dog thing there, it'll invite people to bring their pets
I
in
know, but I
to do
think
it.
they're doing it anyway.
I mean,
they're-
it's a park, I mean, it's
Well, I know, but it's really small, is the thing.
But people are going to the coffee shop and the Stella's with animals, and they're going and taking their lunches there, and they're eating with these dogs. And there's,
Do we have one anywhere on that street? Like, is
No.
there one right
There's
before the,
nothing-
like where the
No,
bridge
because
is,
none
that little
downtown.
Because we always said
grassy
the dog
area
park-
over there?
Because the dog park is just right up the
Evergreen
street.
Park.
Yeah, but if they're
But
not
people don't
going
know
to the
that.
dog
I
park.
don't care, do what you wanna do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think downtown needs some too.
Because all it's
I
gonna
do
do is
on
gonna,
that, yeah.
you're just gonna be inviting all these dogs down there, and they're just gonna pee all over the bushes and kill the rest of them.
Well,
That's
they're
why-
There's
they're
already
doing
dogs
that.
down there. There's, everybody's traveling with dogs now. It's
Yeah.
amazing. We are on every flippin' website that has dog-friendly restaurants that I don't even know about. They said, oh, you're on Bark, Billy Bob's station, whatever. I'm like, what? They said, yeah, you're dog-friendly.
Yeah, we took a walk through town on Sunday, and there was at least
That's-
5 or 6
that's when I
dogs
noticed it.
in the park.
That's when I noticed it the most. But I think just to prevent, I mean, they're gonna be in there anyway. Maybe we can put the station back by the bathrooms, not in the front right there, or, I don't know. Can we put that on this list?
You can put whatever you want on this list.
And maybe not at that park or somewhere around it?
I think an invitation or not, they're already in,
They're already
been in.
there.
We might as well
It's
accommodate
just a
to
sore
make sure they
subject
keep
for
it
me,
clean.
because people just don't take care of their dogs.
They don't.
Well, maybe if there's something there to help them take care of it, they would,
Yeah.
to prevent that, personally. I think most people that are traveling with animals are very respected. It's the
I think some are.
locals that are letting them run loose and are
Yeah.
doing it all over the sidewalks and stuff. But
I agree, yeah.
if we could think about purchasing another one and then discussing where it should be placed, that could be a whole nother thing that I believe that downtown, and maybe we aren't the people to put some downtown, maybe that should be someone else in the downtown area. Who do
Because
we?
you only have so many public spots to put it.
Right.
Unless you're gonna put it
Right.
right on the sidewalk.
I hate to say it, but we probably need to do that too, because I don't know how many times I've walked and
It's
Yeah,
solid.
pile right in the middle of the sidewalk.
Yeah, and it's two people particular, but anyway.
Oh, is it?
Is that people, pet owners? What about the corner there, who owns the,
Charleston's?
yeah,
That's the city.
on the corner there by Sarah's Ice Cream? Maybe one there.
Oh, the German
Food Sarah.
memorial, or
Fort
Yeah.
not
Sarah.
memorial, but the,
What's it called?
Fort Sarah?
That's what we always call it,
German.
right next to Sarah's Ice
It's where the
Cream.
German band plays.
Yeah,
A pergola.
there's a little plaque there.
Pergola, thank you. My mind's shot. That would be a good place too.
Adding another one or two isn't gonna hurt.
No, I'm not saying that, I just, where are you gonna put them? That's,
Well, that could be discussed when they get purchased. How's
And it's
that?
also a city piece of property up right between Tlapic's old building and that house Dick owns, where them trees and.
Right there?
Oh, I didn't know
That's where, electric, for all the street lights and stuff. There and then over by the Lutheran church,
You know that, or is that just easement?
we own them.
We would, well, if we could get three, those would be three good spots too. I mean, I know it sounds excessive, but there's that many people,
There's a
dogs.
lot of, yeah.
And if it's there all the time, they'll use it. I know Valley Springs was always
Just be some
built.
tricky digging in them too,
mm-hmm.
cause there's like, and that one over by the Lutheran church, I think there's 14 conduits that run
1-800
into
dig
it.
right.
1-800 dig right.
You
They don't
call them
locate
out to
that.
scare your neighbors off to think you're doing property lines.
Okay, what's
Soccer nuts.
It's just something I threw on here because I know Jeff had said something about it once before. That, I guess, basically would just come out of the park's operating budget, right? The fence on Betty's Field, part of it went down last year, and they left that other little part up to see how it was going. And it don't need to be any longer than what's there.
Take that down.
No, they took down the part that was in bad shape and just left that.
Oh, yeah.
But that leave, because then they talked about, well, you can come back and put some, black chain link or something like that.
Right.
But if you just do that section, is that gonna look funny with everything else still being stretched wire or
I think
so?
so.
But I don't think it needs to go way down. All that was a leaf trap. And big time in the fall.
The electric panel at the end of the parking lot, is that up at the pool?
Oh, yeah, at the, by the old pool.
So is this happened, or is this like lists that were left open, things that, projects?
Yeah, that's just things I knew we talked about in the past.
Well, that would be a good
And-
idea for any more events, you have electric there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a panel out here on the pole that's not being used, so everything's there just to take up there and hang it, then hang it and hook it up, so.
Well, that's an easy.
And then, it was a thought, we took all the blow-ups and put them out in that field for Christmas. We could take care of them.
Competition for Dick, huh?
No, just an add-on.
Isn't that
Addition two.
It would be.
Yeah, we can have the
If we had
reindeer, like,
enough
over
of
the air.
them, we could charge $1, people could ride through the park and see the balloons.
No, having enough of them's not the problem, it's having electricity
And
in
that
enough
electricity to
places.
run all that.
Okay.
But that would be something kind of new if they're not gonna use them downtown.
Yeah, especially since.
Of course,
that's
there is a
only
committee on that, we gotta talk about that yet.
8 months away.
There is.
It's around the corner.
Well, as of today, 8 months
There's an
today.
actual
What is the
committee.
date?
I have not seen anybody appointed or taken off that committee.
Talk to the mayor.
Bylaws and-
Talk to the mayor.
It was the city who took care of used to take care of the things on the light poles, wasn't it? It wasn't Parks.
Right in the city.
Okay, never
The
mind.
city goes to Citizens Electric.
Yeah, but never mind, I won't say anything right now. I'll talk
I
to you
mean,
later.
that's just-
I'll talk to you afterwards.
Trailer tabling, sign lights.
The signs at Flood Gauge Park, those really need to go up.
Yeah. That's good.
One before they get rent wherever they're laying.
Not sure where they've been moved to, because we're remodeling.
Speaking of the, I did talk to the lady that owns, they did not sell that.
Oh, they didn't?
No,
Somebody told me they did.
no,
You talking about that,
But
that part
she-
behind it?
yeah, because, what is her name? Anyway.
I'll tell you
Ally Kavanaugh, isn't
Allie.
it?
Okay, I talked to her, and they did not sell it. And I said, would you be interested in just, that,
what- Straight back.
that one part? Yeah. She goes, no, but if you wanted to mow that and let people go back there, they wouldn't have any problem. But that, I would say we would need an easement from her for that. We'd have to have, just that portion of the property, basically surveyed out and an easement gotten from her to allow public access back to that levee.
That'd be on liability issue.
So, well, the issue that I have with that is that the drawings, the development for the whole park included that as part of it. So we would have to stop any installation at the property line
Right.
and just allow people on that property.
But the main thing would be to see that levee on Bernie Bowman's property, as a, they could see what we built in 93 to protect the town. That was the whole
You didn't
thing.
even know that was back there.
So you don't even know it's there. If you look back there, there's the old levee.
About a
Yeah.
20-foot tall.
Yeah.
old-
The one.
That was the levee that
they built.
saved the town in 93.
Right.
Okay, not the old levee like you see at, on Third Street, where you've got the.
Well, it's kind of a continuance. of
Yeah,
that.
it's a
Yeah.
So
continuum.
we already have that available for people.
No,
But
no,
that's what I'm
no.
But this is
No.
I drove
different.
5,000 miles to see that.
Well, you know where that mark is on that telephone pole, how high the water was, that levee was that high across there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it went all the way
that's still
through
back
there.
there.
Right, it went right,
Well, can't
actually,
they
it went
see
right
that on
against the side of the mill.
Mm-hmm.
But that was, if we wanted to go back there,
We would have
we would have to have.
access.
She said she would allow us to do that, but I believe we would need.
Even if it was
an-
just cleaned up
Yeah.
and you put a sign at the edge of our property,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like,
you
No
know.
trespassing.
back here is, right.
but you would still have people traveling across that property.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'd want to get up
But
closer.
you would need an easement from
allow
them
that to
to
go back
allow
there.
that to happen. Legally, you would
Right.
need
Right.
an easement,
When
so
is
While
that
you're
that,
at it, put a
even
little
happen?
doggy bag thing over there because they're gonna take their dogs. Add that one
Yeah.
to the list.
but that was the, the idea was so that people could go back and
nobody can
actually
see them? Go
see
ahead, go
that
fluffy.
93 levee and how tall it was and how much, work went into that.
Right.
And so,
That was Bernie owned, Bernie
burn,
owned, like, where all that's strode up back.
Mhm.
That's all his, isn't it?
yeah,
Right.
from the
Yeah, I
levee.
know,
Huh?
yeah, I know.
Well, I'm just curious, like, because you have all them trees and stuff growing
Field
on,
trip so I can
like,
see all this stuff.
I
If
know,
you're-
I-
what are
I
some-
didn't
Parking
know.
through,
I lost
Here's
you
the
after
levee.
a while. I'm like, what are
It's
we
all kinda
talking
growing
about?
up.
Bernie's got an
I've never heard of
L-shaped piece
Right.
that goes
I have no idea
along
what
the
they're
railroad
talking
tracks
Mm-hmm.
off
Right.
of Washington,
Mhm.
and then turns and goes up where
Except
that
for my
levee
name,
is.
yeah, I agree. That's a
Between
good
the
idea.
old Weiler house, which I think Janice has now,
Okay.
Who are these people?
and where Bernie's is at by the railroad track, the
Mhm.
city's got a piece through there.
Okay,
What
But
is
that
this-
levee is on Bernie's property.
Yeah,
right, that's what I was getting.
where it goes back and makes that L.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is like, whose property would they be where all the trees are growing up on it?
That's
Bernie's.
That's
Bernie's.
Fern, okay.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't care if we cut, yeah.
When is
But-
that park gonna ever come to fruition, or what, I mean,
We'll work on it again.
We'll work on it
We've
again.
got
work on it
we got
again?
ideas for it.
Yeah, so, but that's what, I had talked to her about that, but
Yeah.
they don't want to relinquish, sell it or whatever. But, we would, in order to be able to access it, we should use it. To get back to that levee, you would have to have an easement.
Since you have a connection, I'll get in touch with you and we'll try to work something out.
Okay. Okay.
That's good.
At least you broached the subject with it.
Yeah.
Anything else on this project list?
Does anybody have anything to add to this?
So when you say trailer and park, is that the one at Pure Marquette or?
Yes,
Because you got Palm
Yeah.
Spring Trail up there. Okay. Just making sure.
Happy, do we ever have people with RVs utilize a park? Like, do we ever, no?
Not the park, no. They go down here. to-
Yeah. I've noticed that, but do we have access to anybody?
we don't have any hookups up
They would have
there.
I was just curious about
Okay,
that.
Gary, whatever happened, remember where the trailer park was up by the river up there? Is all that infrastructure still under there, or what? You know, 'cause they had the trailer pads and all that up there.
Yeah, I don't
You know
know.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, wasn't that owned by,
I don't know.
That, I don't know how that had.
I didn't know if that got flood bought out.
Well, I'm sure it probably did. I think Mississippi Lime owns that now.
Oh, do they?
Well, so it wouldn't have been bought out, but
Okay.
I thought.
Because
somebody
right after you
else
come
owned it.
across the tracks.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
where
if there was
the
still
sign is, like in that curving.
Yeah, that
goes
curve
down.
along there, that looked like a little grove there. I didn't know if those
Well,
were
the
still
field trip.
pads there. That would be a great.
No, I think it's
Oh,
all
I
gone.
agree.
I think
need
it's
to
all
see some of
mowed.
these things in person.
It's mowed.
Okay, so.
Field trip number two,
I know, that
we'll
would've
meet
been
at
great little
6:30.
place.
I don't know if they had a well up there.
Parking lot.
Yeah.
I know there's a little concrete structure.
Plus-
Or was.
Put me down, I'm serious.
Bus will be
On the far
ready
south end of it.
6:40.
Remember the old,
Nice little RV park.
you
there.
remember all the old stick houses back along the river? Were
Yeah.
those gone by the time you came here?
Those-
About that
I
time
remember
of
when I
year,
worked on the railroad.
that time of
Still
year.
houses, yeah.
Outdoors, and this way we
But
can
they're
walk and
gone.
see
Yeah.
They're gone now.
Mhm.
Yeah, they've been
I've never
gone
seen
for a
this
long
levee.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. At all.
Probably 'cause
But
we didn't have
that
access to
place
that
there
back.
you're
That's right.
talking about, I
Bowman's
remember
land
doing
that
that
has
I
whole
kept
thing
bringing
there.
my dog
And that-
nowhere for.
I felt so sorry for the people.
right.
They put a home
They
back
have an
there.
easement to get there.
It was a modular,
Oh,
gone in the
Crosstalk,
Yeah.
no crosstalk.
sad.
Anything else?
just thought.
That's a good list to start out with.
Keep your list, and you think there's anything
What
added
about
to
the
it?
tennis courts? Is there anything, I hate to add to this, but I. have
She
my
wants
little-
a sand volleyball court put
Mud
there.
volleyball.
Mud volleyball.
Did they ever get rid of all the stuff that we were
I
going
just
to
want
get rid of?
half of it.
The fencing, the
That was
leftover,
Steve. Steve's not here, so,
No.
the leftover playground stuff from,
yeah.
is it still there?
Steve, I don't know, I haven't been down there for a while. I haven't paid attention to it.
I haven't paid attention to it either.
But Steve said, Steve was gonna have it all tore out.
No, nothing has happened since.
They haven't done any of it.
And I know we even talked about leaving them the way they are and doing pickleball courts on them, but that's kind of.
Certainly that's huge now.
Yes, it is.
Pickleball's on fire.
Let's not even start. Okay. What about,
So
But
they
I
have
want
pickleball
half
courts
of that
out the
tennis
community center.
court.
Yeah.
Correct.
Pardon
They
me?
have pickleball courts out at the community center.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then we
Oh, yeah.
can move on with the half of the tennis court.
turn it into
All I
mud
want is
volleyball?
half of it. And the money raised, half of it would go to fireworks, or the park, the other half of the park.
The tennis court part hasn't been taken out, but there's also another storage area, whatever, some other recreation area that everything has been moved off of. All the fencing was taken down, so, but nothing else has been done with it.
I'm gonna add tennis
You do that.
Because down there, it was supposed to be a multi-purpose
Right.
court that went in
Yeah,
of some sort.
it's been on hold for a while, and it continue to go on hold.
Okay, where are we on our things here? Thanks for this list.
We should be on new business.
And I know that the bridge isn't anything to do with the parks, but I sure wish somebody would paint that center line again on that bridge going.
What bridge are you talking about?
Fourth Street.
The only
Oh,
bridge in
that one.
town.
Yeah.
Well, second bridge.
There's meltdown stuff there for it.
It's so handy, it really is, for us
Oh, yeah.
people that can't see at night. It just gives you a
Well,
guide.
for,
I'm concerned about the people coming
When
across
it's
during the
wet.
day. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
no lie, they go right in
They
the
go-
middle of their.
Yes, yeah, and if you have a line there, at least they know they're not gonna hit, they do that so, because they're worried about hitting it,
But do we have any other park
but,
stuff to take care of?
I don't know, signs, chairs. Okay.
I don't have nothing else.
No more new business? Anybody?
Well, I wanted to say something about the, we had the kite
Oh, yeah.
flying. And we had, well, you, we had, well, you weren't there, but There was about,
There were several in and out.
yeah, it was probably a total of 10 people. For the first year, it wasn't so bad.
And the rain date, I mean, it wasn't even,
Yeah.
because there was a lot of people talking about it on Facebook up for the first day.
Yeah, and it's a shame, because that's it, you know.
And it was
Yeah.
so cold and windy, you know, and we did manage to put some kites together. Yeah.
Did they fly?
I
Did
think-
they fly?
Oh, yeah, I got one up and then it hit the parking lot and it busted, but,
Well, what do you expect?
That's about right.
The trick is to have a lot of string,
well,
a lot of string, so it has something to go with. People with only this much,
no,
That's what we
the tails were too light. So
Mm-hmm.
I tied some different stuff to the tail and it flew, but those tails on those cheap
Or
plastic,
plastic.
yeah.
next year we can maybe, I think we should do it again. And I think
Oh,
it
yeah,
has like a
yes.
booth for people that were
Well, now
driving
you
by
have a whole
to
year, if you
see.
go places that have them on sale or cheap, or
Well,
you
you
can
just go
start
on
set,
Amazon.
put them away.
Yeah,
Uh,
'cause
Those
the,
were free, you know, it's just to get people
Yeah.
in there.
yeah.
and
We still
encourage
have
them.
how many left? I mean, we have a bunch of them
Yeah.
left.
And who do I
Well,
submit
Jeff was
that
up
to?
there with his daughter and another girl, and they brought their own.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what, you hopefully encourage people that do have kites, oh, that'd be cool, because
But it was definitely a windy day.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
it's been a windy
Not ideal.
season.
Yeah.
Not
But,
ideal for kite flying, when,
no. But we did, you know, for having a rain delay, it was nice, you know, nice
thank
enough.
you,
Good
guys.
start.
Next year, plan again and see if we get a few more and.
And I don't think it matters whether there's something going on downtown or not, this is completely different.
Yeah.
Because it's,
Yeah, 'cause you're never gonna get a weekend.
no, you're not.
No, you're not.
when
And
there's
not
nothing
everybody
going on
is
somewhere.
taking their family downtown shopping, that's not, but I don't think all that stuff going on downtown is geared for families.
But Mark, we didn't have any dogs up there.
So we didn't need your poop station.
All right, anything else, everybody? Next meeting is
May.
I would second that
Got a
motion.
motion and a second, all in favor?
Oh, we were gonna talk about a place, rather than
Too late
having
now.
it here, having it at the park.
Too late now.
weather permitting.
Jesus.
You didn't.
That's
vote
what I was
on it
going
yet.
to, for a calendar, to see what,
Everybody said,
I didn't say,
time.
I said no. I opposed ending the meeting.
okay, just as a reminder quickly though, May has 5 Mondays. We meet on the 4th.
Fourth.
So
And
it's
the
the,
fifth is, the fifth
29th.
Monday is the Memorial Day.
right, so it's this Monday, 22nd, May 22nd is when we meet.
Put on the agenda about meeting location.
Like for these meetings?
Happy, do we have to meet here?
No.
Or, the reason why I'm asking,
How do
if
we
we go to
Zoom?
the city park, we can walk around and possibly see where we think the bathrooms are gonna go. If we go to Main Street Park, it's beautiful, we can sit and we can take a walk and see the levee thing that everybody talks about that none of us know about, and maybe investigate what's down there. I'm just thinking, if we don't have to be here all the time,
I mean, this is nice for the winter time, but I think in the
Nice to get out.
it's
spring
nice now.
and
How do we
summer,
Zoom? How do they film us?
we don't care.
We don't Zoom,
I don't care.
and Charlie has to grab the camera and meet us wherever we are.
right.
Okay.
Do we have to be on TV?
Don't have to be,
Okay.
it's up to the TV station whether they record or not.
Well, we was just telling up there that it'd be nice to meet at the park house in the summer when we can, you know, we got questions about things, we can look and.
Go out and look at.
Well, we don't have a table and chairs set up, we can do that for the meetings,
We
but
can
we're
meet
not
at the
being
pavilion for all
able
we
to set up
care.
that we used to.
Do you guys,
Whatever.
do you want to do,
Table set up,
Main
you
Street
know, we
Park?
was in there the other
May
day
22nd?
for the kite thing, I mean, that would work.
Make sure you hit them.
Not what it
Meeting
used
will
to
be
be.
at Main Street
Right,
Park.
no,
next
no.
next week.
Are
We
we
gotta
okay,
vote on it.
are we okay to meet at Main Street Park next meeting? Should be nice enough. If the
Weather-
weather's bad, we'll,
Let's,
we'll,
you know,
we'll,
we can make a decision that the week before, see what the weather's gonna be.
okay.
Yeah.
And then put it on
If
the
the weather's
agenda.
bad, we'll come back here. And maybe the June meeting, we can go to the city park.
Oh, let's wait. You're getting
I
way
know,
ahead.
but I'm
Way
saying,
ahead.
Go to page
now that
one,
it's
once a
nice
month.
out, we can start,
Go to the river.
yep. Yes,
All right,
yes.
guys, good meeting. Nice to
Good
see
meeting,
everybody.
good bathroom gig. No, seriously,
Can't wait to use it.
can't wait to see you
I
play.
can't wait to get a drink out of the drinking fountain.